guys, today we're going to be looking at more of your artist confessions. If you don't know, artist confessions is pretty much where you guys have this controversial opinion that you want to share, but you don't want your username or your name attached. So you write me privately on Amino, and then I talk about it here. I say it, I give my opinion, and then I have all you guys give your opinions on that same opinion. So we're giving opinions on opinions. It really makes no sense. What I'm drawing today is actually an adoptable that's going to be going up on my Amino pretty soon in the fan club. And pretty much I put it up there and people bid how much they want to pay for it. So it pretty much starts at nothing and they bid up to whatever they think it's worth. So anyone who goes and does that, it really, really helps support me. So thank you so much. And I really appreciate it. I hope you guys like the SoC. I worked on it for quite a while and I was having fun with like trying to make some of their crew and stuff like that. So it was a lot of fun. But anyways, we're gonna get right into the confessions. The first one here, I was about to say who it was from, which kind of defeats the purpose. They say, my art confession that I get really mad when people don't take my criticism and say it looks fine to them. One example is with a close family member of mine where her drawings had an extremely thin neck to go with her huge head with a too pointy chin, and she always has one eye closed because she can't do the other. All of which I told her, and she keeps on saying that it looks fine to her and gets mad at me. I know that she didn't ask for it, oh no, but I would kill for someone to give me real criticism instead of it looks nice without even looking at it. Okay, this is going into something I honestly am pretty passionate about. Is you should never give criticism if they did not ask for it. It can really kill someone's motivation, like really hurt them. If someone's asking you for critiques, great. Tell them all the things that you want to know. Also, don't forget to give them some positive feedback as well as the critique, so it keeps them motivated. But when people don't ask you for critiques, you really should not give it. When I was younger drawing or starting to draw, up to when I was around 16, I don't think I would have taken a critique well. Because when I go show someone my drawings back then, I was just starting out, I wasn't that serious, and I wasn't worried about critiques. But if someone would have told me it was bad, it was terrible, all these things were wrong with it, I would have gotten so unmotivated, if that makes sense. I would have just given up. So make sure you remember that and don't do that, because people are going to really lose motivation and quit drawing altogether if all they ever hear is the bad. They want to hear the good, and unless they ask for it. And that's my opinion anyway. I don't know what you guys think. Make sure you comment and let me know all your opinions on these things. The next one here is, I hate that digital artists on Amino are seen as better than for their art and more valuable than traditional artists. I hear this a lot. I've seen a good number of amazing traditional art pieces that are stunning and don't get featured, and a surprising number of digital art pieces that, in my opinion, are not as well done and don't look like they have any time and effort put into them, get featured instead. I just don't think it's fair, and I felt I should get it off my chest. Just because they have fancy tools doesn't mean they're better. I'm sorry if this is too harsh. It's just my opinion. Also, I would like to remain anonymous. Please have a good day, Pings. You too. But anyway, I hear this a lot, and I don't agree with it, because my biggest reason is, say there's 1 out of 10 people on Amino do traditional artwork. The rest of them are all digital. That's why you see more digital than traditional. When I'm doing contests, when I'm featuring randomly. It's just that there's way more digital artists than there are traditional, so it looks like they're being favored. They're not being favored. It's just there are way less traditional artists than there are digital, and that just kind of comes out that way. No one is actually being favored more than the other. Next one up here. Let's read this. I honestly hate when I actually have motivation to draw. That's a first. I've never heard someone say that. The reason is because I either get off task or completely just lose all motivation when I want to draw. When I have art block, it is somehow easier to draw. I don't know why it is, it just is. That's interesting. I guess it's because when you're motivated to do lots of things and not just one thing, but when you have art block, you just kind of stick with the same thing over and over again, doing just what you have to do, and that's it. But when you're motivated, I guess you have more things you want to do, more things you want to try, so you kind of go all over the place and you don't stick in one place. I can understand that. That makes sense. The next one here is, I really enjoy drawing portraits, and I really want to focus on figure drawing or life drawing, which is drawing people without clothes, among other things, and you'll see in nature and elsewhere. But since I'm focusing more on portraits, I'm focused more on the figure drawing. The issue with that is that if I were to show my sister, her first thought would be, of course, be the fact that I drew someone naked. And if I were to show anyone else, they'd want me to draw something more sensual. Is there a way to avoid any awkward situations and not make me feel like a big pervert? This is a weird subject because I know a lot of artists want to focus on drawing the body and things like that, and they want to practice with it, and it's totally normal, but it's not normalized in society, so I kind of goes with it that you're going to get these inappropriate comments. People are going to comment on your thing and be like, oh man, she's fine, when you're like, I'm not trying to make it sensual and things like that. And I don't know how to avoid this because I've never worked in that situation because I've never drawn things like that, but I can only imagine what it's like for people who do. The best thing I could tell you is when you're drawing your characters, if you make them realistic and you don't like over exaggerate the body parts, that's the best you can do. It's just do your own thing, and hopefully you can find a group of people that do the same things, and then it won't be awkward anymore because they all do the same things, they all draw the same way, and it's not gonna be a problem. But I don't know. You guys have to leave your opinions in the comments because I'm so confused by that. Next one here is, I just hate it when someone gets inspired by my OC and then making an OC heavily inspired off of it, and then says they got inspired and didn't even ask me at all. I can't read at all first. It really hit me when I found out because I had to ask them to not create a character that looks like mine, and it made me feel really upset, unoriginal, and stupid. I can understand that it's actually honestly happened to me before, where I'll post OCs that aren't mine. They're like, I'm drawing other people's OCs. I post them and then people try and take them and then say they're editing them to make their own OCs, but it's just it's that person's OC, but very slightly different. And I'm like, you guys really can't do that. I know sometimes it feels like, oh, it's fun just to take the OC and edit it, but it's not my OC to give away, so you shouldn't do that. But I understand that it would be annoying if someone tried to steal your ideas and stuff like that. But like I said, it's not something I'm normally into. I don't normally make my own OCs that often. So I don't understand it as well as someone who does do that a lot. Because like I said, it's not usually OCs I've drawn rather than my own OCs. So make sure you guys comment and let me know your opinions on these things. Next up is, I don't like when people make OCs and they have everything bad happen to them and make everything revolve around them. I'm not talking about like a main OC. I mean like when they have an OC that always causes something and makes the world revolve around them. It doesn't pay attention to the side characters. This is a pretty popular one. Recently, everyone's been calling them like Mary Sue's, I think. It randomly popped up and everyone has been talking about this, talking about how to design OC backgrounds, how to make OC character stories. And the biggest thing is they don't like characters who everything is just over the top. They're like the perfect person, or they're just overly edgy. Everything revolves around them. And they have all these superpowers, but no one else ever has superpowers, just them. And everything's revolved around this one character, and the entire world revolves around them. And I totally understand if people think, oh, that's not a great character design, but also remember, people have the right to make their OCs however they like and whatever they want to do, and that's up to them. If you don't like it, sure, but just don't be mean to them straight to their face. This isn't straight to their face because obviously they're not saying their name. But anyway, let me guys know about what your opinion is in the comments. I'm super interested in that. And don't forget that this OC you're seeing here, the designs of these 3 characters, will be available up on Amino, along with a little story telling about their background in case you guys want to use that as well. So it'll be up in auction soon. So thank you guys for anyone who joins my fan club and checks that out. I really appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for watching.